Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to do one of our infamous Monday double headers, starting off with a Patreon request from this patron right here. Asked us to check out Unfound Reliance, Hellbound, which is pretty much where we all are. I mean, we all are hellbound these days. I think the real question here is, are we going economy or first class? But we're all going to hell in the handbasket. That's I feel like the world around me, the walls are crumbling down, the sky is falling. I feel like Chicken Little.
I was gonna say.
I feel like Chicken Little. I feel like I'm running around like the sky is falling. Honestly, that's how I feel these days. Let's hope that this song does something in order to bring our moods a little bit up, makes us feel a little bit better about our surroundings.
Today's been a sleepy day for me. I want something to
You want something to energize you?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see if this will do. Unfound Reliance, Hellbound. All right, I'm gonna let you go first on this one. I'll just say I really liked it.
I really liked it too.
But I'm gonna let you go first.
I love that shot where he slammed the
mic stand.
The mic stand.
But they all went down like that.
But they all went down, and it was in slow motion too.
Yeah, it made it even more epic.
That was amazing.
That was very epic.
I also liked how the video, how it changes between the clean vocals and the harsh vocals. You know, harsh vocals, it being red and his hair being down. I'm guessing the man bun is or the ponytail he's rocking is what holds all that anger in. But then once he takes out
it's loose. The aggression comes loose.
Once he takes out the hair tie, it's loose.
Okay. Is that your take on it? Is that your professional take on it? Okay. Fine. He looks a little bit like Meatloaf. I was wondering if he was going to let us know if he'll do anything for love. But perhaps he won't do that, which is tell us what he won't do for love. We don't want to get down to that. But he kind of reminded me of a young Meatloaf. I just want to say that.
Okay. And I don't know, his vocals, his clean vocals. I was surprised because they were actually they were had a lot to them. They felt full.
I like the clean vocals more than the harsh vocals. It took me longer to get into the harsh vocals than it did to get into the clean vocals.
No, because the harsh vocals don't have anything.
I know, but in the beginning, when the song started and the harsh vocals hit, I didn't feel like they were really perfect for the sound in terms of what's happening. They felt a little bit rusty. And what I mean by rusty is that they didn't have this perfect fluidity in terms of how the song is moving and how the vocals are moving with it. It felt like it was kind of like the gears were kind of getting stuck. And then once the clean vocals hit, the song was more smooth. It was more dynamic. It felt less rusty. It just felt like everything was in the right place. And then when the harsh vocals came again, I didn't feel that same bumpiness that I felt at the first time around. So it took me until the second time that I heard them to really start to feel a little bit more love for it and feel like they were fitting the song better. From that point on, I felt like it was fine. But the first verse, something, I don't know what it is, I just feel like that first verse didn't capture my attention. Like something there, it's not really connecting properly. After the clean vocals and then it goes back, then after that was fine. Maybe I needed to hear it one more time and I was fine with it.
Yeah, for me,
but I thought the clean vocals were phenomenal.
Oh, the clean vocal, because the thing is, a lot of bands that do this type of style, the clean vocals are not like that. Usually they have more, they're thinner, in my opinion.
Yeah, sometimes screaming, sometimes a little bit thinner.
A lot of screaming, even though it is clean vocals, they have some screams in there. And a lot of melody in it, but
this was almost like power metal vocals.
Kind of
not going as far up as you would go in a power metal song, but it had a lot of melody in it.
I can't say who it fully reminds me. Kind of like Trivium, a little bit.
Ooh, when Matt Heafy goes like full on clean.
Yeah.
I think he has a slightly different tone, but I can see
That's
that.
That's what it was giving me, some
Trivium vibes.
And
that's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. That's why I really enjoyed them. The harsh vocals.
Well, actually, when you think about the whole song, sorry to interrupt you, but when you think about the whole song, the way it's structured, the style of cleans and hard, it does feel like a Trivium track. Song. Yeah. That's a good one. I didn't get that until you mentioned it now. Good one.
And the harsh vocals for me, they were just like, they didn't have anything special. They were just the harsh vocals. But I still enjoyed them.
I felt like they were needed in order to give the song a little bit of heaviness, because outside, I mean, the song is heavy from a drums and guitars perspective, but not overly heavy.
Yeah.
So the harsh vocals do give the song a little bit more substance and make the song feel a little bit bigger.
But I'm saying they didn't have anything unique to him about them. They were just kind of like...
There,
yeah.
To me, I go back. To me, the harsh vocals are there. They're not what's going to bring me back to this song.
No, what's going to bring me back
to this song is his clean vocals.
His clean vocals, yeah.
And how nice they sounded and the melody that it had in the range. From that perspective, a much better range than Matt Heafy. But I can understand what you're saying. Now that you're mentioning Trivium, it does feel a little bit Trivian-esque, the way this song, not just how the vocals, but the whole
song itself, yeah.
The whole song itself, how it sounds. The solo, what do you think?
The solo, I was surprised.
Well, were you expecting some heavy breakdowns in that set?
I was expecting some heavy breakdowns.
Me too.
Because the song itself, like we said, it's not overly heavy. So I thought that's how... Even though there are the harsh vocals still are balancing it out somehow. Because the harsh vocals still don't bring that much.
Yeah, they don't make the song super heavy. They
Exactly.
do bring some heaviness.
So I thought, oh, they're gonna hit us with a breakdown now, but no, they hit us with a solo, and the solo was like kind of like a slow, smooth at the start, and
really prolonged.
Really prolonged. I thought it was just gonna be hit us with
the thing that surprised me. Two things. First, I was expecting a breakdown. Like a really heavy, in the same style as when the mic stand hit, I was expecting like a really heavy, like chunky breakdown. That's what I was expecting.
Or like a bleh.
Yeah, I was expecting a breakdown. Let's just put it that way. When the solo started, then I was like, oh, maybe there's gonna be one of those like just the tip, where it's like two licks put together and you're calling it a solo. It's not really a solo, just two licks put together. So that's what I kind of thought they were gonna go with. But the solo kind of had an old school heavy metal sound to it.
It didn't feel like it.
It almost felt like it didn't fit the song. But it did. I'm not saying it didn't. It
just didn't feel like it was made for this song. It feels
or by a band that looks like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like the solo had almost more of a classic heavy metal style and sound to it. Like very melodic, very intricate, with some moments that feel like a little bit going over the top, extending the song. Really like a really nice crafted solo, and like I said, not just like a little limpy. Like, no, it's full blown. So that really surprised me, and how it kept going. And it's not like it kept going. It's like, oh, okay, now like whatever. No, like it kept my attention glued into it because it was good.
Yeah. So
it kept going. You kept me connected with it. I like it. It really surprised me. If there's one thing, the changing vocals doesn't. It's really hard for me to feel surprised or to be surprised with any band that throws clean and harsh vocals. I mean, it's been done so much now. Like, unless the harsh vocals are big squeals, and then the clean vocals are like Yannis Papadopoulos.
Exactly.
If there's that kind of a gap, then yes, you're gonna shock me.
There are a couple bands that still surprise me with that.
There's very few and far
in between. Or if the song is fully harsh vocals, and there's like that one little thing to end off the song in clean vocals that also surprises me.
Okay, so
there are ways to do it.
There was a way to do it, but what I'm saying is, overall, one of the things that surprised me the most in this track was the solo. Because honestly, I wasn't expecting it.
No,
I was expecting
a breakdown.
A breakdown or a short little solo.
The thing that surprised me how good it was the vocals, the clean vocals.
Okay, so you take away two things, the clean vocals and the solo. To me, those are the two things you take away. In terms of the ones that become more memorable from the track.
Like what I'm going to come back for.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed the song. And now that you mentioned Trivium, it does have a little bit of a Trivium-esque vibe to it. Really dig it. All right, guys, let us know your thoughts. What do you think about this band, about this song? Do you get the Trivium vibes? Let us know in the comment section. And if you're not too busy and you haven't subscribed yet, smash that button. I have to say this once in a while.
We don't say it often.
We barely ever say it. Just smash that button. Just hit it hard. Put everything you got into it. Put that elbow into it. Just fist it. Fist that subscribe button. Button. Whatever. You know what I mean. All right, guys. We'll see you. Well, we'll see you at the next video that's coming right after this one. It's a double header. All right, guys. We'll see you at the next video.
See ya.